Hello, my name is Pat, and I asked Chuck to hang this up here for me so I could show you all how many. Look, this is by one company, and I guess you can see the name, but we'll pretend we can't. But there's all kinds of paint, and when you go into the Michael's, or you go into any of the art supply stores, or you look in the magazines, it's overwhelming. It's kind of like brushes. We'll take care of that some other time. But right now, I thought if I could, I'd say there are about 120 colors here or something. And we can mix maybe 90 of them with 3 primaries. Of course, it depends on which primaries you pick. So I'm going to show you with 3, and then I'll show you pictures of a few other different primary colors that you could use to make the same thing. So if you guys don't mind, we're going to go over and you're going to watch me do a little color wheel, because I think that would be helpful. Not just one. It might be good if you did a whole bunch of them. Okay, hello again. So I'm going to demonstrate a nice simple way to do a color wheel. We're just going to draw a circle. So we're going to draw a circle. And now we're going to set it up just like we would set it up in the studio. And even though it's just 1 yellow, 1 red, and 1 blue, I think that it will teach you a lot, because I know it has taught me a lot. First thing you do is you take a brush, and you want to always get it wet first. Get a little bit wet. This is kind of a small brush for me, because I don't usually work on small pieces of paper or canvases. I like them bigger myself. This is a pretty nice brush. So I'm going to put yellow first, right here. See, a nice little gob of yellow. Oh, it's so much fun to put it down. And I have 3 containers of water here. I'm now going to clean this yellow off by going bang, 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 bang in the bottom of my first bucket. And then I would say it probably still needs to be rinsed, so I'm going to put it in this one just to be sure. And then a paper towel. What happens is the water sits up here when I put it in that, so I have to make sure I get the beads of water off also. So now I'm going to put the red on here. See, it's going to make a triangle. The 3 primaries is going to be like this. Now, some of you know all about this, but for somebody who's new, it might be nice to be able to see this happening. So I'm going to pick up the red, and in this case, I'm using primary magenta. So I'm going to put that right there, nice and juicy, beautiful. And I'm going to clean the brush again. I'm going to put all 3 out first, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Bang, 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 bang. Couple little extra bangs, and then paper towel. And now I'm going to pick, oh, see what I just did? No, you can't see. I flick. Because sometimes that water on that ferrule or up the brush drives me crazy. So I just go quick flick. So I'm got some blue, and now I'm going to put the blue here. Oh, that's called brilliant blue. It's beautiful. Because there's nothing really dark on this particular color wheel, it might be a little bit hard to make black, but we can make a dark gray with it. So now, because I have this blue on here, I think I'm going to, well, I can go up this way and show you how to make greens. So I have the blue, and I'm going to put it down. So here's the blue, and I'm going to take, because this is going to be like a blue-green, I'm going to take just a little bit of yellow to it. That's a very beautiful color. What do you think? Do you guys, oh, I think that's absolutely beautiful. Now, I could just wipe my brush because it's got a lot of blue on it, and I'm going to make the green. So I'll take the yellow, and I'm going to mix it at the edge of this blue, and I'm going to put down a yellow. Beautiful. And now I am going to clean my brush, because that's going to be too much blue, because the blue's really strong and saturated, and the yellow's kind of weak. So I'm going to clean the brush again, go pat pat in the clean water, and just give it a little dry and a flick. So mostly yellow, and I'm going to take just a little bit of that blue to that. Ooh, geez, look, I just took a little tiny bit, and it's kind of already a nice, beautiful lime green. Look! Can you guys see that? That looks fabulous. Okay, I love it. And so now I'm going to show you how to do, we're going to make the oranges, but I'm going to make like a red, yellow, just so you can see that you can purchase the colors that I'm making on that big chart that we looked at before. But we're making some nice colors that we can use. So clean the brush, pat, 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 and dry it off and give it a flick. So now, oh, see over here, can you guys see how I'm staying at the edge? I'm not going to go in the middle and go gob like that. I kind of want to take a little bit from the side, because I don't want the blue into my oranges. So I'm going to put the yellow here. I'm going to take a little bit of the red. Oh, I might even drop a little bit off first. Okay, I'm glad that I did that, because look, that'd be like if you were buying cadmium yellow medium. This is cadmium yellow light. This would be like getting cadmium yellow medium. Oh, better stir that up a little bit better, Patty. There we go. See, nice. If we added white to that, we'd get something that looks like Naples yellow. So now I'm going to clean my brush. Bang, 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 bang. And now we're going to pick up a little tiny bit more red. You know what I'm going to show you instead? Let's make the yellow red, which would be, or sort of, I'm not going to make the orange just yet, because if I take the red and I bring it down here and I bring a little bit of what we just mixed to it, maybe a little bit more, this would be like cadmium red light. Let's put that right there. Maybe a tiny bit more yellow. Yep, that sort of looks like cadmium red light. And that's going to, I don't have to clean the brush a lot. I can just wipe it this time. Sometimes you can just wipe because you know what you're going to be picking up. And I'm going to pick up some more yellow, and I'm going to mix it into that, and I'm going to make a beautiful orange. Cadmium orange coming up. Now all of this would cost a lot of money if you had to buy all these different tubes of paint. But this way, oh look. See how pretty? Very, very, very nice. Thank you very much. All right, so now I'm going to clean the brush. I always have a little trouble, just like all my students, mixing the purples. So the purples are tricky. So we're going to use a little bit of white when we do the purples. So let me try to make the middle purple first. So that's the blue. Bring the blue down. Go on the side of the red. Now remember we said that the blue is really strong. So we're going to stir that up. Oh, look at that. That particular red is very strong also. And a little bit of white. We're going to grab a little bit of white on the side. Right now it's a blue purple, so I'm not going to keep that. I want to make it a middle purple. Stir that around, stir, stir, stir. Let's see what we get here. It's still a little bit blue, so I'm going to add a little bit more red. Let's see. That's probably pretty close, but if I want to, I can come back and fix it up in a minute. I'm going to make the blue purple just by adding more blue, and it's got a little bit of red. So you can sort of see that that's different than that, I think. And now when I add the red, I'm going to sneak this over here with a little tiny bit of white and put it right here. So that's the red purple, and that's the purple, and that's the blue purple. Because this blue has yellow in it, it's kind of yellow, red, and blue to make the purple, so they're not the cleanest purples that you could get if you used a blue like ultramarine blue, any kind of a blue purple, anything that doesn't have yellow in it. So I'm going to clean my brush. No, well, my brush is still dirty. Watch, we're going to make a really dark color right there because I already have all this over here mixed. So let me pick up the red and pick up the blue and see how dark we can get it. Oh, you know what? Because I had the white in it, it won't get as dark. So I'm going to clean my brush real good. Bang, 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 bang. Quite a few bangs. And oh, see some more. See how that came out of there? That looks like it was the white. So I'm going to wipe this off. Flick. I'm going to get the clean blue, and I'm going to get some clean red, and put those two together. And let's see if it's going to be any darker. If I add a tiny bit of yellow, a tiny, tiny bit of yellow, not much, just a little smidgen. See, that's just a smidgen. Makes it more gray. So let's put that in the middle. Wow, it looks a lot like our purple. I'll add a little bit more yellow, and that will cut it. It won't look so purpley. We'll be talking about mixing paint another time. We're going to do another video on that. So how does that look? Huh? Does that look pretty good, you guys? It does. Yeah, I'm happy with it. But if you used a different yellow, red, and blue, for instance, this is cadmium yellow medium and pyroli red and ultramarine blue, but because this red has yellow in it, the purples weren't good in this one either. But look at what a nice black it made because the blue is so dark, it's able to make a nice black real quick. See the difference? This one's a little bit lighter and a little bit bluer. So if it's bluer, I could add a little more orange and it would get blacker. And then this one is using the brilliant blue pyroli red and cadmium yellow medium. So it's a little bit different. I've done many in oils, acrylics, watercolor, all mediums. It just makes you feel like you have more confidence when you go to paint in acrylics. And really, if you paint in any medium, watercolor, we should probably do a watercolor one too, and maybe we'll do an oil one. But it's pretty much the same thing. You want to do as many color wheels with any colors that you have. If you work with just 3 colors and you do like 20 paintings, maybe 50, with just those 3 colors, you'll gain so much confidence, and you'll sort of have an internal power, and you won't be as frustrated when you're trying to mix a color because you don't have so many colors to look at to be able to work from. So your greens, you can quiet the greens down. We'll talk about that when we do the mixing color episode. So these greens can all be made nice and quiet, and the oranges can be quieter. The purple's already sort of quiet, but when we get to do that in another video, I hope that will be helpful too. So I guess that's it, you guys. I hope this was helpful. Bye-bye.